little dreamers to Starry Night Stories, where magical adventures and gentle dreams await you. I'm so glad you are here with us tonight. It's time to snuggle up in your cozy beds with your favorite blanket wrapped around you and your head resting on a soft, comfy pillow as the stars twinkle above and the moon casts its gentle glow. Let your mind drift into a world of wonder and imagination. Now, let's join Harper on her delightful adventure in Harper's Dream Meadow. Remember, you are safe, you are loved, and tonight you will have the sweetest dreams. And now, our story begins. Harper's Dream Meadow. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by nature, there was a little girl named Harper. Harper loved spending her afternoons in the vast backyard of her parents' house, a beautiful expanse with a green hill and a meadow that seemed to touch the sky. One sunny afternoon, Harper decided to go on a little adventure. She put on her favorite sun hat and dashed out into the backyard, her laughter echoing through the air like music. The meadow was alive with the colors of spring, yellow daisies dotting the lush green like the stars in the night sky. Harper started a game she loved, counting the daisies. 1, 2, 3. She counted aloud, her voice mingling with the gentle breeze. She hopped from one flower to another, delighted by the simple joy of her game. As she reached a particularly lush part of the hill, Harper heard tiny voices. Curious, she followed the sound until she found 2 little worms wriggling and arguing near a patch of rich dark soil.
No, the best dirt is definitely in Harper's parents' garden,
said the first worm, his little body wriggling emphatically. You're mistaken. It's in Mr. Freddy's garden, right next door. His dirt is the yummiest, argued the second worm, puffing up his tiny chest. Harper couldn't help but giggle at the sight of these 2 little worms, so earnest in their debate. She knelt down closer, her eyes wide with amusement.
Why don't you both try each other's favorite spot and see? Maybe you'll find out that you both have great taste in dirt,
Harper suggested, laughing. The worms looked at each other, then back at Harper, and nodded in agreement. It was a funny sight, watching the worms slither away, each to explore the other's recommended patch of dirt. Feeling sleepy after her little adventure, Harper lay down on the soft grass of the hill. The sky above was a brilliant blue, and fluffy clouds drifted lazily by. She listened to the birds singing and felt the warmth of the sun on her skin. Slowly, her eyelids grew heavy, and she drifted into a peaceful sleep. As Harper slept, she dreamed of the meadow. In her dream, the daisies danced, and the worms wore tiny hats and sang songs about the adventures to be had beneath the ground. It was a magical world where every creature had a story to tell. In the dream, Harper found herself walking through the meadow, the daisies swaying as if they were welcoming her. She followed a path lined with flowers, leading her to a small, sparkling stream. The water was so clear that she could see little fish darting around playfully. "Hello, Harper!" called a cheerful voice. Harper looked around and saw a ladybug sitting on a blade of grass.
Hello, Ladybug.
Harper replied.
This place is so beautiful.
"It's our special meadow," the ladybug said proudly. "Would you like to see more of it?" Harper nodded eagerly. The ladybug flew up and led her deeper into the meadow. They passed by a family of rabbits having a picnic, a squirrel gathering nuts, and even a pair of butterflies dancing in the air. As they walked, the ladybug told Harper stories about the meadow's magical inhabitants. There was a wise old owl who could tell the future, a family of mice who built the coziest homes, and a group of fireflies who lit up the night with their glowing dance. Harper listened, her heart filled with wonder. She had never imagined that the meadow could be so full of life and magic. Just then, they came across a large mushroom, and sitting on top was a small, friendly-looking gnome. "Welcome, Harper," said the gnome with a warm smile. "I have been expecting you." Harper was surprised.
You know my name?
The gnome chuckled.
Of course, news travels fast in our magical meadow. I've heard all about your adventures.
Harper blushed.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Gnome. What do you do here?
I take care of the flowers and help keep the meadow beautiful,
he replied.
Would you like to help me water the daisies?
Harper eagerly agreed. The gnome handed her a tiny watering can, and together they went from flower to flower, giving each one a refreshing drink. As they worked, Harper noticed that the daisies seemed to perk up and sway even more happily.
Thank you, Harper,
said the gnome.
The flowers are grateful for your help.
Harper smiled, feeling proud and happy.
I'm glad I could help.
Just then, a gentle breeze blew through the meadow, carrying with it the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Harper took a deep breath, savoring the fragrance. It was the most wonderful scent she had ever experienced. As they continued their journey, Harper and the gnome came across a small pond. The water shimmered like liquid silver, and on its surface floated delicate water lilies.
Would you like to make a wish, Harper?
The gnome asked, pointing to the pond. Harper nodded. She closed her eyes, made a wish, and gently tossed a pebble into the water. The ripples spread out, creating a mesmerizing pattern on the surface.
Your wish will come true,
the gnome said kindly.
This is a magical pond, and it loves granting wishes.
Harper opened her eyes and smiled. She felt a sense of peace and contentment, knowing that the meadow was a place where dreams could come true. As the sun began to set in her dream, casting a golden glow over the meadow, Harper realized it was time to say goodbye to her new friends. The ladybug, the gnome, and all the magical creatures gathered around to bid her farewell.
Thank you for visiting our meadow, Harper,
said the ladybug.
We hope you come back soon.
I will,
Harper promised.
Thank you for showing me your magical world.
With a final wave, Harper felt herself being gently lifted by the breeze, carrying her back to the soft grass of the hill where she had fallen asleep. When Harper woke up, the sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the meadow. She sat up, rubbing her eyes, a gentle smile spreading across her face. Had the worms really been arguing? Were there really singing daisies and talking gnomes in her dream? It didn't matter. It was the most wonderful dream. Harper stood up, brushed the grass off her clothes, and headed back home, her heart light and joyful. She knew that tomorrow was another day for adventures, whether in dreams or in the delightful backyard that seemed to hold endless mysteries. As Harper walked back home, she thought about all the magical creatures she had met in her dream. She wondered what other secrets the meadow might hold. Maybe there were fairies living among the flowers, or elves hiding in the trees. The possibilities seemed endless. When she reached her house, Harper found her parents waiting for her on the porch. They smiled warmly at her, and Harper ran to them, feeling the love and comfort of home. "Did you have a good adventure, Harper?" her mother asked, hugging her tightly.
It was magical, Mom.
Harper replied.
I met so many magical creatures and saw the most beautiful sights.
Her father chuckled. "Sound like you had quite the adventure. We are glad you're back safe and sound." As they went inside, Harper told her parents all about her dream. They listened with wide eyes and big smiles, enjoying every detail of her magical journey. That night, as Harper lay in bed, she felt a deep sense of happiness. She knew that her backyard was a special place full of magic and wonder. And she also knew that no matter where her dreams took her, she would always have her loving family to come home to. With a contented sigh, Harper closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep, ready for whatever adventures